But some of us today, y'all are not even listening to me now. Some of us today kind of feel like we've been shot. The economy's bad. We got a health issue, got this big problem. God is saying, you're fine. It's not what you think. It's just a loud noise, but this too shall pass. Put on the right channel. Don't allow those negative images to play in your mind. I remember about a year after I first started ministering, the church was really growing, and we decided to take a step of faith and start a second Sunday morning service. And so I announced that on the first Sunday of the year 2000, we were going to start this new morning service. And that was in October. And so I had several months to think about it. And during that time, I had all these negative thoughts come, telling me that it was a big mistake. Nobody was going to come. I was going to get there and look like a fool. All these fears were coming against my mind. And I did my best to stay in faith. But one night I had a dream. A better description would be a nightmare. And in this dream, it was that first Sunday of the new service. When I walked out to minister, there was not one person in the auditorium. Not Victoria, not my mother, not one choir member, not one usher, nobody. I woke up in a cold sweat. The enemy was working overtime on my mind. He said, Joel, there's still time to cancel it. You can still call it off and maybe halfway save face. It was very difficult to get that image of an empty auditorium out of my mind. I didn't tell anybody about the dream, but I was a little bit worried about it. The week of that first service, I saw my mother, and I was talking to her and just kind of asked her nonchalantly, trying to get some information out of her. I said, Mother, are you coming to the new service this weekend? She said, Joel, does it start this week? I thought, dear God, that dream might have been a prophecy. I said, yes, it starts this week, Mother, and you need to bring your friends, enemies, cousins, relatives, and ancestors. I had to do what I'm asking you to do. When those negative images came up, I kept changing the channel. I made up my mind. I wasn't going to watch the empty auditorium channel. I wasn't going to watch the defeat channel. I wasn't choosing the fear channel. I put on a different movie. Through my eyes of faith, I saw that place full. I kept telling myself, this fear is just a fog. It's trying to intimidate me, but I know there's nothing really